Check this out. Pretty.
In September 2024, Mélanie, together with Deanne and Wiebke, set out to run and hike the Wonderland Trail in 5 days, a challenging 93-mile loop that circumnavigates Mount Rainier in Washington state.
Rock, rock, rock!
Their adventure took them through rugged alpine terrain, dense forests, and breathtaking meadows, continuously tracing the majestic flanks of the iconic volcano. This trek would be a lot more complicated without a crew. Therefore, I volunteered to support them along the way, following them along in the Jeep and assuring that camp would be ready each night after the long run. It was both a physical and mental feat, as the trail's demanding elevation changes tested their endurance, but also a journey marked by teamwork, camaraderie, and awe of the beauty of the Pacific Northwest wilderness.
That's the bridge that wasn't there yesterday.
Yeah.
Because we saw this bit.
Yep.
But this all bit
there was
was no longer
way more
there.
water.
Which is the creek that we couldn't cross yesterday, is named after German climber August Wiebke, who was the first to attempt a summit bid on Mount Rainier in 1857. Unfortunately, he made it to 400 feet shy of the summit and had to turn back.
Just like us.
He passed away in Seattle on September 4th, 1895. Yesterday was September 4th. One of us is a sign, guys.
It's August.
Cross the log bridges here, there's one, and use caution. They can be on the bouncy side from year to year.
Oh my god, there was no bounce.
Today should have been day 4 of our Wonderland trail adventure. But as we didn't make it to our campsite last night, we're gonna go to the ranger station, tell them about our change of plan, and figure out logistics for the cars, and do a couple of day hikes today and tomorrow. So that's our plan, that's our backup plan for not being able to finish the full loop. But we're just gonna make the most of it and still have a couple of beautiful days, and that's how it goes. Adventure. All right, we have figured out plan B. We're in the Paradise area. We're gonna do a loop on the Skyline Trail, and that should be really scenic. About 13 kilometers, 700 meters in elevation, and we have beautiful weather, so not a bad plan B. Pretty wildflowers too.
Steep start to our hike. Can't hardly breathe. Like what, 1,700 meters?
There's glaciers all around the mountain. It's not surprising that there's so much water. You can hear it even. Big river.
I'm glad we're doing this trail because it's like a classic Mount Rainier trail.
So this is officially a 100K week for me. Actually 100K 3 days, which is actually not something that I've done very often. So yay. But yeah, we did 39 on Monday, 29 on Tuesday, and then we ended up doing close to 32 yesterday, having to hike back to Longmire. So big week. Legs are definitely feeling it. Yeah, over the summer I've mostly done trail runs and hikes on the weekends. Yeah, I don't think I did more than 30K a week, but I did a lot of weightlifting, get some resistance on the legs, and I feel pretty good. Beauty. It's quite hazy today and it smells like smoke a little bit. Probably getting some smoke from wildfires.
Because I can get out of my...
Okay.
Oh,
okay. They have it.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, we're on the top of the Skyline Trail in Mount Rainier, in the Paradise area, and we have a gentleman here who has a really injured ankle and can't really walk down.
Let me get you into Mount Rainier. Hang on one sec here.
Thank you.
Oh, we can give GPS location.
Okay.
I did. I took a screenshot of this thing.
Dispatch, this is Josh.
Hi, so we have a gentleman here who's on the Skyline Trail. We're about 500 meters from the top, and he has a pretty bad injury on his ankle.
79.
He's 79 years old.
Is it bleeding?
It's not bleeding, no, but it's really swollen.
I think it's broken.
And he's not injured anywhere else?
It doesn't look like it, no. He didn't hit his head.
Relatively comfortable.
Or anything.
Hi there. Can we,
Oh,
it's you.
You guys are quick.
I think we're probably good
I
now.
know, I
Thank you
appreciate
so
you
much
being
for
here.
being with him. And,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you. That was lucky. Well, this gentleman appeared to have slipped off the cliff, so he just caught it before slipping too far down, I guess. The good thing is 2 park rangers arrived after we called 911, and we were on the phone with dispatch, and the park rangers took over and sent us back on our way. That's going to be a trip for him to go back this mountain for sure. He's going to feel that one 100%.
probably Veeb's favorite trail snack, pickles. And they just happen to have them at the store. Yay!
The one store makes my day.
This has been my go-to snack on this trip. Cheesies, sausage rolls, and some carrots for balance. Good picnic spot. Pretty good view. You can see where we're going to go down from here. And you can even see the parking lot. Not bad for a plan B. To the lodge. The car is just across.
And we're done.
It is 2:46 p.m. on Thursday. We are in day 4 of Wonderland Trail. Plan B. Could this be any better? We're here, we're gonna take this trail up the valley, and then we'll take this other trail up the ridge, and then we'll do some loop here and come back down here at some point.
Last day on trails.
There's a bridge on this one, so, but I don't think we have to cross it.
The river looks so clear.
This side.
Day 5. Today we're doing a loop starting from White River, which is the first campsite where we stayed at. And we're gonna go up this forest trail onto a ridge. if I were to reflect quickly on this past 5 days, it's definitely big days, beautiful scenery. I don't know that I'm necessarily disappointed that we didn't do the whole loop. If I'm fully honest, the idea of backpacking for the combined 50 kilometers on what most likely would be a lot of these up and down forest trails, part of me is kind of relieved we didn't do it. I think what we landed on ultimately is really good, and ultimately I love these adventures, not so much for, you know, ticking off certain things off the list, but just doing it with my friends and having a good time in the forest, in the Alpine, you know, doing things that are a bit challenging but fun. Crazy how fast the elevation hits when you get to 2,000. I definitely felt it all of a sudden when we came out of the trees. So another thing to consider with the Wonderland Trail is that there's a lot of up and down, but the highest point, Panhandle Gap, is at 2,000, and aside from that, the trail circumvents mostly around, you know, a bit lower down, which means that you get a lot of beautiful views from meadows and valleys, sometimes from the ridge, but it doesn't really go super high. And in the last 2 days we've done now those two trails that go above 2,000, and the views are just stunning. I mean, look at this. So do the Wonderland and then do a couple of side trips and get the full experience. That's what I'd say. You can see hikers over there making their way up this other trail. Not sure what this one is.
Yeah, we had this trip, and then we saw that house over there as well.
Woo! And then you turn around and this big mountain is still here.
What a beautiful view.
Yeah. Really nice. We've just got one little bit of uphill coming up, but otherwise it's all down. All down from here. Woot! We've got 6K to go, 7K, 6K.
Yeah, and around 6.8 is really less.
The good news is my knee hurts less today than it did on the first day, so that's something.
Do it.
Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah!
Nicely done.
Wonderland.
Done.
Awesome.
Done.
That was awesome.
Good job, team.
Everybody's healthy.
Yeah,
No injury.
No injury.
Safe.
No fall.
It's the best day today. What? No bites, no bears.